What's up guys, Prepared Guy here once again. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Wurkkos FC12. Upon unboxing the Wurkkos FC12, you'll find the manual, a C-type charging cable, a lanyard, and of course the FC12 itself, along with a 3.7 volt 3000 milliamp lithium-ion rechargeable battery. The FC12 is IPX8 water resistant, has an impact rating of 1 meter, and weighs in at 131 grams or just over 4.5 ounces with the battery on board. During my runtime test, the FC12 ran on the 2000 lumen turbo mode for 2 minutes before stepping down to what I can only assume was the 800 lumen high mode because there was no specification to what it steps down to in the manual, and it ran on that mode for an additional 2 hours and 38 minutes before finally stepping down to the 1 lumen moonlight mode that ran for an additional 8 hours and 20 minutes before dying. On the 2000 lumen mode, the FC12 got up to 121 degrees Fahrenheit or 49 degrees Celsius after about 2 minutes and 35 seconds of use, and then it slowly dropped back down to an average of about 113 degrees or 45 degrees Celsius for the remainder of the test that lasted for about 1 hour. During my recharge time test using my 65 watt Anker PowerPort 3C type charger, the FC12 took 4 hours and 11 minutes to fully recharge from dead. And just so we cover all our bases, I'm going to leave the technical specs from the manual up on the screen now, so that way if I missed anything, you guys can take a look at this. So pause it right here if you're interested in learning more from the actual manual. Now let's go over some of the modes, lumen outputs, and general operations of the FC12. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go over the general operation of the Wurkkos FC12. Now it's very simple, light to use. All you have to do is engage the tail switch to turn it on, and then the mode button on the side will give you the different types of lumen outputs. So first things first, we're going to go into the 10 lumen mode in the stepping mode, and this lasts for 9 days and 14 hours. And then we're going to step it up to the 80 lumen mode with a runtime of 21 hours. Then the 300 lumen mode with a runtime of 7.5 hours, and then the 800 lumen mode with a runtime of 3.5 hours, and then we'll double click to go into the turbo mode, which has a runtime of 2.5 hours. There's also, if you're photosensitive, turn away right now, but there is also a strobe mode by triple clicking 1, 2, 3. That's 2000 lumens with the unspecified runtime. Then you're going to double click again. It's going to go into the SOS mode with a 300 lumen output and an unspecified runtime. And then you're going to double click again, and it's going to go into the beacon mode with an unspecified runtime at 2000 lumens. So it's pretty nice and bright. And then if you want to go back to normal, you just click the button once and it brings you back to normal. So if you want to engage the moonlight mode, which is a 1 lumen moonlight mode, what you're going to do is you're going to hold down the mode button and engage the tail switch. And as you can see now, we are in the 1 lumen moonlight mode with a runtime of 16 days and 16 hours. There's no lockout mode on this light, so what you're going to have to do if you're doing a long-term storage, you're just going to disengage that rear tail switch and you can throw it in your backpack and you'll be fine to go. Other than that, I mean, overall, there is 2 modes. There's the stepping mode, like I said, we're in, and there's a ramping mode. So you're going to go ahead and to access the ramping mode, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the side switch for the mode button, and it's going to bring you into that ramping mode. So now you're going to ramp up all the way up to 2000 lumens. That's going to stay there and it's going to flash and it's just going to stay there. It's not going to drop back down, so you don't have to worry about finding that sweet spot. And you press it again, it drops all the way down to the 10 lumen mode and it flashes and it stays there. So you don't have to worry about that. And you can kind of ramp back up, and if you missed your spot, you can go back down. It does it generally slow, so that way you don't have to worry about missing that spot that you want to have it in. And you can get that right amount of lumens out there so you can get that task done. Now let's check out some beam shots. The Wurkkos FC12 has a maximum beam distance of 345 meters or 1,130 feet and a max candela of 29,833 on the 2000 lumen turbo mode. The LED color tint is a cool white, coming in at about 6,500K. Okay guys, first we're going to do the indoor test, and we're about 15 feet away from the door in front of me. And we have this in the 10 lumen mode. And this is what the 10 lumen mode looks like. Now I'm going to step it up to the 80 lumen mode. That's what the 80 lumen mode looks like from 15 feet away.
Now we're going to jump up to the 300 lumen mode. This is what the 300 lumen mode looks like from 15 feet away. And now the 800 lumen mode from 15 feet away. And now the turbo mode from 15 feet away. And this is basically, this is right here is exactly what I'm seeing in front of me at 2000 lumens. So not too bad. And then of course we have the 1 lumen mode, and you can't really see that from 15 feet away. It's going to walk up close to the door now. And now I'm about 5 feet away from that door, and about 5 feet away you can see that 1 lumen moonlight mode. And of course we also have the strobe modes 15 feet away. 1, 2, 3, that's in the strobe. We're going to double click it again, and this is going to be the SOS mode from 15 feet away. And we're going to double click again and go into the beacon mode. And that's what the beacon mode looks like from 15 feet away. Okay, now I'm going outside, and I have this on the 10 lumen mode. And as you can see, it's not very bright from about 5-10 feet away. We're about 10-15 feet away from that wall there. I'm going to bump it up from the 10 lumen mode to the 80 lumen mode. That's what 80 lumens looks like. And we're about 10-15 feet away from that tree. I'll bump it up again from the 80 lumen mode to the 300 lumen mode. And now we're finally starting to see some stuff. As you guys can see in the background there, that tree line all the way up there is about 75 to 100 feet away. Take a few steps back. Yeah, there we go. That's about 100 feet away. Now I'm going to bump it up again from the 300 lumen mode to the 800 lumen mode, and that's what this looks like. 800 lumens. And now I'm going to bump it up again to the 2000 lumen mode, and that is what this looks like. So pretty darn bright. I'm going to keep going back, keep going back, keep going back. I'm about 140 feet away right now, 150-ish from that tree line back there, all the way in there back. So you guys can see that. So not too bad, very bright. You can see in the trees over here, it's got a nice throw to it. I turn this off for a second so you can see it's relatively dark. And now the 2000 lumen mode here. As you can see, that's pretty clear. Nice beam, like perfect little circle there, and nice hot spot in between there. It's really, really good. So, looking across the road here, we're about 150 feet away from that fence over there. We'll go a little bit further over here. And about like 80 feet away roughly from that fence across the way. As you can see, look down the street now. That is a pretty good little throw that's got going on there. 2000 lumens, so that mailbox, it's all the way down there, probably about 300 feet away. So that's not too bad. A lot of bugs, a lot of little tiny bugs. All right, so you can see up in the trees up there, probably about 150 feet up, maybe 200 feet. And then across the yard here, another 150 feet-ish from back there, tree line. As you guys can see, like I said, it's got a nice throw to it for what it is. The camera's making the sky look a little bit brighter than it actually is, but it's not really that bright. So, double click, 2000 lumens. Very nice throw. You can see the entire yard. You can see exactly what I'm looking at here. I'll zoom in so you guys can see what I'm seeing. It's about 150, 200 feet back, that tree line. You can see it crystal clear. Very nice. I like this light.
So guys, my overall experience with the Wurkkos FC12 has been pretty pleasant. It's simple to use, bright and efficient. The overall build quality was remarkable for a budget-friendly flashlight, coming in at about $40 on Amazon with a 1-year warranty through Wurkkos. I also checked out the Wurkkos Direct website and saw all these other really cool looking flashlights that I may check out in the future. I'm going to leave a link down in the description for both the website and the link for the Amazon purchasing. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely check them out. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Prepared Guy. eye, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.